See a plane in the sunset. Be on the side of those grabbing the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the side of children and true. Make that video if you hijack. Call to me, Melton, John Melton Brady. Just one 9/11 Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail about the 93 checks or any of my imagery and videos. John Melton Brady, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, you get dangerous censorship. Make that video. See that phone as every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video of it being hijacked as you try to call me. And yes, send that video to your senator, your representative, and post it. We the people must be the reporters. The reporters aren't doing their jobs. Oh, it disappeared. Somewhere up there, there's a helicopter. Or a plane. Oh, there it is. Loose spot. I don't know if the camera will get it, but make that video if you hijack. Call to me. 424-229-4140. See that phone? There's every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video of being hijacked. Did you try to call me? Just one 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail about the 93 checks or any of my imagery and videos. Make that video, post that video. It takes 5 minutes. Whoever's in the room there with you, they're hijacked lifeline. 424-229-4140. Melton, who you trying to call? John Melton Brady. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Make a video of that mail commenting about my imagery or videos. Before you send it, it's going to be stolen for religious persecution or reason. Use those GPS things. Find America's stolen mail warehouses. Find those committing fraud, organized crime. Closely related to the Kennedys with Bobby Schreiber of Santa Monica. Schwarzenegger, Brown, and Newsom, active in covering up the truth about your family's hijacked lifelines, easily documented. Time, date, my number, dial. Make that video, post that video. Come see me in person, tell me all about what you think of America's hijacked lifelines. Ask not what your country can do for the Kennedys. Ask what the Kennedys are not doing for their country with all those public offices they are in. See a vapor trail. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines, the world's hijacked lifelines. See that phone you make the video of is every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video of it. Time, date, my number, dial, just one. 9/11 Flight 93 check call In 11 years of asking, no mail. About the 93 checks, no FedEx, no UPS. Very organized crime at work there with the Kennedys. Bobby Schreiber of Santa Monica. And yes, beware those Dignity Health doctors. Tried to kill me last year because I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks for 11 years and not getting one. If the Kennedys try to tell you they don't know anything about me asking for 93 checks for 11 years and not getting one, well, here's one of my earlier images right there on that flash drive. Right back about the time Bobby Schreiber was mayor. He's also councilman. And Santa Monica, the Saudi Arabian city by the sea, been very active. Has been for those 11 plus years. Get on video, time, date, my number, dial, in front of all Kennedys. Look at that sky. There must be a whole lot of Kennedys in LA. When you see one, try to call me. 424-229-4140. I'm Melton, John Melton Brady. Make that video if you hijack call to me. And yes, certify your mail, make a video of anything you're going to send me. It will be stolen for religious persecution reasons. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. John Melton Brady's the full name, Melton. And yes, make that video if you hijack call to me. 424-229-4140. Get that chant going. Throw those drunk-ass Kennedys out of office so we can build a better world with real leaders in their place. Siren. 9/11 Flight 93 check and post N5. Trying to call me Melton. You want to know why your lifeline is not allowed to work properly when you do. Just one. 9/11 Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail. That's 93 checks about anything else. Hear that siren? Pick up your phone, you make a video of whoever is in the room there with you. Their phone being hijacked as you try to call me. Time, date, number, dial. Here's where you can find the big fives. Look for the OneDrive on the Daffodillia Wix site there. Print them out, and yeah, a whole lot more than just my Trust Bust YouTube and AT&T ones. Pick the one you like, put it on your desk, have a whole bunch to hand out. Tell them, make that video if you had that call to Melton. Save it for the evening news or the Senate subcommittee, whichever you want to think of it as. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed, you got phone game. On video, they're worried enough about it to alter phone records to cover up their crimes. That tells you to make that video and save it. Here's Siren, 9/11 Flight 93, checking posted 5, trying to call me, Melton. You want to know why your phone's not allowed to work when you do. Just one 9/11 Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking, no mail. About the 93 checks about any of my imagery and videos. It's more than just our Newsom or Kennedy livelihoods. It's our Kennedy or Newsom lifelines. Get it on video, time, date, my number, dial. Those hijacking your calls to me are worried enough about the crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. Get that on video. Post. In front of the past 3 Catholic governors of California active in hijacked lifelines. Get it on video. You trying to call me in front of all of them? Newsom, Schwarzenegger, Brown? Of course, the Shriver in Santa Monica connection to the Kennedys. Active in your family's hijacked lifelines. Just updated my blog spot here, flight93check5.blogspot.com. And I did a quick update, so I'm one handsome bald guy working alone. DNFD series at gmail.com. But the link takes you there. I got to update it, I think. The Catholic 5, Dignity Health Doctors 3. That's a little too many. Coincidences or things going on. Dignity Health tried to do me in. Mesa gave me insulin poisoning. Repeti refused to treat it. And yes, Bobby Shriver of Santa Monica, Mayor of Santa Monica, and the 3 Catholic governors active in the world's hijacked lifeline. Hear that siren? Make a video of the world's hijacked lifeline. See that phone as every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics? Make a video of being hijacked. Tried to call me in front of all Catholic priests. When else will your phone, your family's lifeline, not be allowed to work? Why isn't the Pope addressing the world's hijacked lifelines? Those hijacked lifelines place a lot of dangerous folks in those highest offices in all those countries worldwide. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Get a little justice for Mary's children in 9/11, and yeah, see that phone? There's every child in the world's lifeline. To the firemen, police, paramedics, make a video of being hijacked. Post. Black mold or ink. I don't think you got on anything else. Here is Simon. 9/11, Flight 93, checking posted 5. Trying to call me Melton. You want to know why the world's lifelines are being hijacked when you do. Just one. 9/11 Flight 93 check call. And 11 years of asking. No mail, no FedEx, no UPS. About the Flight 93 checks or anything else. Make that video today. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. There's the address you want to certify mail. I will use those GPS things to find America's stolen mail warehouses. You won't find any Kennedy mail mailers there, I'm betting. You might find the losers of the last political election the Kennedys were in, their mailers. And you might find their opponents, whatever field they are in besides politics, you'll probably find their mailers. And you might have trouble reaching them by phone. It is the organized crime that is the Kennedys. That needs to be addressed worldwide. Make that video hijack call to me. Post. Come see me in person. Look for the Sharp wheelchair. Upon which a handsome bald guy is a-riding, usually going across the street to get a food or pills. Make that video, post that video of the Target across the street. Whatever you get when you don't get me, post in front of every Kennedy, at every Kennedy photo op. You try to call me, your wife's phone, you make a video of your family's lifeline being hijacked as those folks putting on the show, as they are being organized crime in public offices, not doing anything about the world's hijacked lifelines. See that phone as every child in the world's lifeline, and make that video at every Kennedy photo op. Don't forget the Shrivers, the Browns, the Schwarzeneggers, or should I say Schwarzeneggers. The Angels tell me they've been getting a whole lot of angry responses from folks documenting truth in those dangerous Catholic governors and, yes, dangerous Catholic doctors worldwide. Yeah, 2018. Mesa. Up the street that way, past York, that's Eagle Rock Boulevard, gave me insulin poisoning. And Rapetti like spaghetti at Glendale Memorial did not treat that poisoning. They want to hand you some BS about doctors or Dr. BS. This, that, the other. Cut through the BS. Simply make that video of your family's lifeline being hijacked in front of them. You ask them what's your part in this. And do that for all those who are in the way of your family's lifeline working. YouTube's been covering up for years now. Shriver, Santa Monica. My arm's getting tired. Shriver, Santa Monica. Kennedy Connection on the West Coast. They know all about it. Have known for well over a decade. Me telling you to check your family's lifelines. Do that. Post. And yeah, some things going in the right direction. Whole lot of car karma has AT&T's parking lot next door a little quieter. Yes, Randall Stevenson bought Spectrum to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. You're comparing AT&T and Spectrum's prices and this, that, the other. They're a mega monopoly. They're both. They're Spectrum, they're AT&T. Make that video. If you watch some of the 2017, 2018, 2019 videos, you'll hear the devil Randall Stevenson's, the Kennedys' hatred at a Christian in a wheelchair and his truth about them. Make that video, post that video, and ask those Kennedys, why are you in the way of my family's lifeline working properly? Why are you organized crime in public office? Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, you get Kennedy censorship. Dragging the world in the wrong direction. Impeach because we can't reach, recall because we can't call. Get the chant going on at all Kennedy photo ops. Try to call me in front of them. Get it on video. You exposing the Kennedys, a threat to America's security in the positions they hold. Get it on video, post. YouTube, Instagram, MySpace. Oh, I got a MySpace I can't even reach because of that YouTube censorship over the internet. 1,000 other places. Post, be the reporter, and oh, that reminds me, try to call me up in front of reporters as well. Tell them, why aren't you doing your job with easily documented censorship? That's a lot of mail being stolen. There's not much of a box, average size mailbox downstairs, but it's easy to see. If you mail me something, it gets stolen by the time that postal truck gets to the front there at Eagle Rock. Expose dangerous foes that are organized crime. It's why your business isn't doing the kind of business that Catholics might be getting, or other Catholics, if you are Catholic, might be getting. Make that video, post that video, come see me in person. We'll travel. Show me the perfect place to build those 1,000 points of light. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. And oh yeah, dangerous Catholic doctors, that's medical research being passed by. This is no longer here. Slowly but surely. Doing that, genetic carpentry as the son of Carpenter Mary. Make that video in front of all Catholic doctors, all Catholic priests, bishops. Find the ones that are doing their jobs. Expose the ones who aren't. 424-229-4140. Why isn't the Pope doing his job speaking out against dangerous censorship that goes of the phones and mail, that goes hand in hand with a lot of folks placed in office worldwide? Why are they actively having Catholic governors of California, Shrivers of Santa Monica in Los Angeles? Yeah, that ocean, Saudi Arabia city by the sea. Why are they a part of that dangerous censorship? Post whatever you get when you don't get me and their reaction. Can't see it. See a helicopter 911 flight 93 taking posted 5. I'm not quick enough. Circling around over, returning left kind of. Above Occidental up there. 424-229-4140. Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. That's your family's lifeline being hijacked. Make a video of it. Those stealing your calls to me are worried enough about the crimes to alter phone records to cover that up. Just one 911 Flight 93 check call. 11 years of asking. No mail but the 93 checks. Big fives or any of my other imagery. Make a video of the Kennedy's phone game. These are photos. Make a video. Handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once. Make that video. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. When you can't reach me and it doesn't show up on your call log, your call record, and yes, that's the mail too. No mail at all about the 93 checks in those 11 years. You got that on video. Post. Ask your senator, why aren't you doing something about this? This is my family's lifeline. Are you a part of fixing that, or a part of compromising the security of America like the Kennedys? See a helicopter 911 Flight 93 checking post in 5 trying to call me Melton. You want to know why your lifelines are being hijacked when you do. And in this parable video, just one 911 Flight 93 check in 11 years of asking. In this parable video, a computer entrepreneur is telling the general, or maybe somebody with the Fed, about how he heard it referenced somewhere. During 9/11, a man had his wife trying to call him all morning long, and it didn't show up on the call records. And he's doing a lot of cross-checking, those in the military that might be traitors, calling to warn, to get out, that kind of stuff. And he's got quite the report. Remember to post that report as well. We all want to know who the traitors among us are. See a paper trail? Be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the ambulances, the police cars, fire engines, the side of children and truth. I'm Milton, John Milton Brady, and I've been asking the world to check the lifelines for 11 years. And I've just gotten one 93 check call just a couple months ago. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me. Post. Over the top religious persecution that is also our lifeline is being hijacked. Make a video about time, date, my number, dial. You got PhoneGate. And yes, the Catholics taking a very active part in that with the past 3 California governors being a part of compromising the security of America and America's families. Call them on that. Try to call me, and yes, Dignity Health. Dangerous Catholic doctors. Look for the new 5, the Kennedy 5 on soacam@live.com. And yeah, print them out. Download, print them out. They're 4x6s. You want the larger sizes, you gotta size them up yourself. But remember, whenever you see that vapor trail, maybe a nice cloud, make that video of the world's hijacked lifelines. And oh, I think that you're right there. Daffodilly of the Wix site. Follow the links, and you got the OneDrive. Look for the folders with the 4x6 print 5s and 30,000 other graphic art photos. Not all of them Flight 93 check. Got some skyline, got some cloud imagery, all that kind of stuff. It's my Kennedy livelihood, your Kennedy livelihood as well. Whatever bored thing you get when you try to call me. Phone ring and error message busy signal, you get that with countless other customers. That's your Kennedy livelihood. Get it on video. Time, the date, my number, dial. Milton's imagery. I'm Milton. The son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary. I'm the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to tell parables. And you don't have to wear Milton's imagery. These are all 4x6 photos. Go to my OneDrive, soacam@live.com. The one with that. And you can also find that through the Daffodilia. My portfolio with site. Right there. Oh, look for the new Kennedy 5s. Just redesigned last night. Ask not what the
your country can do for the Kennedys. Ask what the Kennedys aren't doing for their country. In all of those official positions. And for the past 11 years I've been asking for a 911 Flight 93 check call. I have yet to get one. Excuse me. I have gotten one, just one, a couple months ago. No mail, no FedEx, no UPS about the 93 checks or any of my attempts in getting imagery. It's more than just our AT&T'd, our Kennedy'd livelihoods, our Kennedy'd lifelines. Past 3 Catholic California governors have been active in hiding the truth about your family's easily documented hijack lifeline. 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me, get it on video. Chances are it's going to be something boring. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. If you get to leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID, call log, my call records. So get it on video. And yes, not just the Catholic governors being active in disinformation about our hijack lifelines. Bobby Shriver, Santa Monica mayor and councilman. Active in the earlier years of me asking for that decade of Flight 93 checks of the world's lifelines and not getting one. Try to call me up in front of all Kennedys, all Shrivers, all Schwarzeneggers, all Browns. He was actually going to become a Jesuit priest before he was retooled for religious censorship. Get it on video, post, whatever you get when you don't get me. Come see me in person. Look for the sharp wheelchair upon which a handsome bald guy is a-rolling. And ask Golden Me for some imagery. See my contact, think your contact, or it can say whatever you want your image to say. 911 Flight 93 checking post and five. You're trying to call me Melton. You want to know why the world's lifelines are being hijacked as you do? See that phone as every child in the world's lifeline. To the firemen, police, paramedics, make a video being stolen, hijacked. You don't know when else that phone won't be allowed to work. Get it on video, time, date, my number dialed. And yeah, that's the address. Just one 911 Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail. No FedEx, no UPS. Gonna send me something in the mail. Make a video of it first. Oh, there we go. One of 3 Catholic governors during those 11 plus years. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. And ask, yes, the Newsom. Why is my phone not allowed to work? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? And also the Kennedys. From Santa Monica's Bobby Shriver to the Kennedys up there in Northeast. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Oh, I don't play favorites. Truth is my favorite. It ought to be everyone's. Make that video, post that video. Time, date, my number dial. And yeah, right there is where you can find the Kennedy 5s that I don't have right here. Printable. Oh, there's one right there. Yes, that says a 4x6. You have to print it as that. You have to size up the 8x10s yourself.
Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Vote truth. Don't vote Kennedy. Time, date, my number dialed. And try to call me in front of all Catholics, including the Pope. You want your phone to work all the time. Why isn't he saying anything about it? Very easily documented. Hijacked lifelines. Worldwide. See that phone as every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video being hijacked. Post. Be the reporter. They're not doing their jobs. Try to call me in front of them. Post. And yeah, come see me in person. You'll notice there's just me in gold. Sharp wheelchair. In my imagery, 30,000 plus. You're going to find that a daffodilia one there. Follow the links to the OneDrive and you're going to find a whole lot of stuff from the past decade plus. A lot of 93 checks. And yes, the 0911 number before I ended up in the hospital in 2014 and lost the number. I literally couldn't get out to pay the bill. A lot of that stuff, all those 93 checks on my break from a Saudi Arabian city by the sea, Santa Monica, with that Kennedy, Bobby Shriver, Saudi Arabia connection. Make that video in front of all those folks, all Kennedys, all Shrivers, Newsom, Trump, Brown, the other governor, and Schwarzenegger, the other governor after that, married to that Shriver. That's not reporting the truth, or hasn't, about America's hijacked lifelines, world's hijacked lifelines. Get them on video and post. Oh, you can do it anonymously if you don't. Of course, if you're going to make the 93 check call with your phone, you got to include that, but you can post and repost all of this imagery. Again and again. Get that chant going. Impeach. Because we can't reach. That's what you do to governors. Recall. That's what you do to mayors. I don't know what you do to senators and representatives. But when you make that video of your hijack call to me in front of them, John Milton Brady, tell me want them out of office so you can get good leaders in who can do the job they haven't been doing. Same for the reporters. And yes, that's a nice colorful phrase. Throw those drunk-ass Kennedys out of public office so we can get good leaders in there. Make that video, post that video. Post and repost all of this stuff. Print it out. Let's, when it's printed out as what you saw on my chest, a 4x6 photo. It's what, 10 cents? 20 cents? You don't know where to shop? Pick your favorite 93 check image. And have it on your desk. Someone asks you, hand them out that the photo 4x6 that you got in that drawer. Laminate, they'll last longer, and you'll find all kinds of saints imagery there. Have to size up the 8x10s yourself. But yes, it's my Kennedy livelihood and lifeline. And yes, Dignity Health, Catholic doctors with blood on their hands. Mesa, Poisoned me with insulin, 2018, September, is where it hit me like a ton of bricks after injecting Triceba. For the better part of that year, and then Rapidi like spaghetti. Didn't do his job as an ER doc of Glendale Memorial. He didn't treat that poisoning. Make that video, post that video, and look for those Kennedy connections to those devils, and try to call me in front of all Catholic doctors. Get a little justice for the children worldwide. You got the time, you got the date, see that phone as their lifeline. Every single one worldwide. Get on video. And yes, all of you Catholic doctors, other doctors as well, when you look out into that waiting room, or you're talking to the patient with their loved ones right there, you never know if any of them with those cheap phones of theirs has those ever-present eyes and ears of technology are rolling. So be good, doctors. Don't be Dignity Health. Dangerous Catholic doctors. Suicide 9/11, Flight 93, checking post in 5. Yeah, all of these I'm titling that I made today because of Ever Present. They thought they were better. They just figured threw a whole lot of street chemicals, whatever you want to call it, at the one and only, and he won't tell the truth about the Kennedys. Instead, they got a whole lot of truth about the Kennedys and many others. Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. I swear, things been jumping out of folders all day. See a vapor trail? There's a helicopter up there somewhere. I can hear it. Be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the side of children and truth. The side of those driving the ambulances, the police cars, helicopters, the tanks, of course, jeeps and jets. Again, yeah. See that plane? Make that video of the world's hijacked lifeline. See that phone? Is every child in the world's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video of being hijacked. You got the time. You got the date. You got my number dialed. You got phone gate. Make that video, post that video. All clergy. This Sunday, make that video of your lifeline. It's the lifeline for all in your church, your house of worship. Make that video, post that video. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number down. Remember to call me up in front of all Kennedys. Santa Monica, early on, 2007 is when I got here. And 2010 is when that Kennedy was a mayor. Oh, Santa Monica is also a councilman. Shriver. It's the Shriver Kennedy Saudi Arabian Mideast hijacked lifelines. Connection. So if you're trying to call me in front of a Kennedy at his photo op, plenty of them in office not doing the job. So if you're trying to call me and they say they don't know a thing about it, yeah, Bobby Shriver, Mayor of Santa Monica, 2010, almost a decade ago. And I just got that first 9/11 Flight 93 check call of someone checking someone's lifeline, or they were just curious about the 93 checks. End of October 2019. This is the first week of January 2020. Make that video, post that video, and get that chant going at those Kennedy photo ops. Throw those drunk ass Kennedys out of office, so we can get real leaders in there who aren't covering up the world's hijacked lifelines. Oh, that's a good sign there. The Car Karma taking care of those AT&T vehicles with the backup Kennedy hatred noise. Make that video, post that video. Wherever you see that thug Kennedy cop, where you are, wherever you see that thug Kennedy himself, and of course, whenever you see those thug Dignity Health and other medical groups of the Catholics, I got to Google see what there is. Dignity Health is just in, I think, about 3 states out here in the West, California and a couple of others. But yeah, they tried to kill me. Amisa poisoned me with insulin. And then Rapetti at her hospital, Glendale Memorial Dignity Health Hospital, didn't treat that poisoning. They want to hand you a bunch of Chinese doctor mumbo jumbo. Here's how to cut through to the truth with them. Why can't I reach this man? What were you doing with him and his insulin poisoning? Once again, they hand you that mumbo jumbo. You take out your child's lifeline, your family's lifeline. You try to call me, and you ask that Dignity Health Kennedy thug doctor and others worldwide, why can't I reach this man? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? What are you and the Kennedys doing? When else will you be doing that? Using your Hippocratic oath as a toilet paper. Betrayal, protect your family and America from the Kennedys. Yeah, I asked for, or you can count them up yourself, a whole lot before 2014 when I ended up in the hospital. Lots of 9/11 Flight 93 check calls with my old number ending in 0911. And Bobby Shriver of Santa Monica, being a mayor and a councilman and active in your family's hijack lifeline. When I get this fully designed, it and the other Kennedy files post and repost. If they don't know anything about me asking you to check your lifelines for 11 years and only getting one, they're full of bullshit. Pardon my French. And yeah, post and repost. The Shriver Mideast Hijack Lifelines Connection. A quick chest imagery early in the new year 2020. What I wore yesterday. What I'm wearing today. A Daffodilia, my portfolio website there, is where you can find 30,000 plus graphic art photos. Make for some good tabletop art. Couple paper clips, laminate of course, it will last longer and take that curved photo paper feel out of the photo paper. And yeah, you can find something you like in 30,000. I'm not making any money off of my graphic art, it's my Kennedy livelihood. Yours as well, whatever boring thing you get when you try to call me. Not gonna be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics, money out of your pocket every day, so that those at the top of the business
the Kennedys or others can get the business. Make a video of that. That's Lifeline censorship. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. Just one Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail about any of my imagery or those 93 checks. Get it on video. Post. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Helicopter, I think, up above. Siren. They're going after something. And a vapor trail out there too. Make that video, post that video, be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the police cars, the ambulances, the helicopters. Did I get that in? Make that video, post that video. You got the time, you got the date. You got my number dialed. And yeah, if you're coming out to California as a tourist, beware the Pope's dangerous Catholic governors active in your family side take lifelines. For a while now, Schwarzenegger, Brown, and I'm missing one. Schwarzenegger, Brown, Newsom, the most recent. How'd they all get elected? Placed, excuse me. Because you can't receive by phone and you don't know how many voters out there you can't read. So they placed without that due process. I'm Milton. And this is some of my skyline imagery. Downtown LA from Culver City. Right there. Skylines make for some good contact imagery. See my contact, thank you, Cruz. Make that video if you stolen. Call to me. 424-229-4140. Make the video, post the video. Be the reporters, they're not doing their jobs. Just one 9/11 Flight 93 check call in 11 years of asking. No mail about the 93 checks, no FedEx, no UPS. If you're gonna send me something, comment about the imagery perhaps. Make sure you get it on video. Time, date, what you mail. And those of you who know how to do such things, yeah, use the those GPS things to find the world's stolen mail warehouses. And yeah, make the video of your stolen call. Come see me in person. No skyscrapers up in northern Los Angeles, Eagle Rock. But you got my address right there, and look for that sharp wheelchair, upon which a handsome bald guy is a riding. And let me design you some imagery.